I'd like to call the meeting to order and begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The purpose of the meeting is just a special meeting to confirm what we did. Here at the last moment, we have been told that we need to allow public comment, so we do not have an agenda. It's only for two purposes. What this is, it has to do with the county purchasing some millings that were ground from Interstate 64, and also the approval of sending out for bids for those placements. So with that said, Steve Howe, you're the first one on the list.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hi.
I don't want to do this, but as acting superintendent of the highway department, I feel like I have to. I feel like what's happening here is not legal, and I'm not going to be a part of anything that isn't legal. And I have simply asked the attorney to clarify this. And you called me on Tuesday, no future conversation about any of this. Told me that there's millings. You procured millings for Canada Road, and I was to have the road ready in 6 weeks, which isn't possible with the crew I've got. And we had discussed. I asked you, how's this going to be paid? Working on that. I have concerns about that. How we're going to pay for it. If the highway department's going to pay for it, then I definitely have concerns about how, what accounts, and all that. And Mrs. Juminski called me 2 years before she ran for commissioner and said, I want Canada Road paved. I said, I'm sorry, we don't have the money to do it. Then a year before she ran, she called me again and said, I want Canada Road paved. What's it going to take to do it? I said, I'm sorry, we don't have the money. And she said, put it in our community crossings. So I said, if we put it in our community crossings, we won't get awarded. We don't get awarded for gravel. So I assumed that what she thought she had to do was get to be a commissioner and get rid of me, which she has tried to do ever since she's been commissioner, in my opinion. And I've got a lot of evidence of that. This isn't a way to treat people. It's not a way to treat the taxpayers in the county. Catnip Road has twice the residents on us, no further away, has a turkey farm, which seems to be a big thing, and a logging operation on it. If you're going to, and here at the last minute, expect me to get that road ready, my priority is to get all the washout places from all the record flooding we've had taken care of first. That's the motoring public and the school buses, the kids on, that is my priority. I intend to get that done before I do anything else. Then we've got to get Cattail Road ready to pave because that has already been let. Then you also told me we're going to put binder on cottonwood and apricot down to the bottom of the hill. How in the hell do you expect me to do all this? I got 3 guys in that district working. I got another one hired that starts Monday. That's going to make 4 guys. Our crew is half or less. And some of that credit is to you guys taking benefits away from them. I don't know if you set out to try to destroy the highway department like you have, in my opinion. Personally, a lot of other departments in this county, you've got rid of all the heads of the departments. And I'll take it as a compliment that I was the last one you started on. I think there needs to be some explaining to me, the highway department, why we're going to do this and how you expect me to get it done.
Are you finished?
Well,
I mean, it's not a back and forth, Steve. It's public comment.
I know. I guess for right now I am.
Okay. Thank you.
I get up here, I can't remember half what I want to say, but the money in our funds, if you call the auditor and ask what's in a fund, well, she doesn't know she doesn't know what I've got purchased or what we've got planned or anything else. We've got to make repairs to these roads from the floods. We've got to repave two sections of road that were washed away. We've got to repair a slide again that didn't hold, that slipped again the other day. There's a lot of, you guys need to talk to somebody and find out what's available, what ain't committed already before you go trying to spend money.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
Tabitha?
I think I just want to discuss the timeline of what's happening here today. We're here to vote on millings that, from my understanding, have already either been purchased or been negotiated for purchase. And the intention is to pave Canada Road. I have a lot of concerns about that, but is that not accurate?
No, it's not accurate.
Okay, then I guess we need more information on
I'll
what
let
it
you
is we
finish
are
talking though,
voting
and
today.
then you can listen to what our meeting was about.
Okay, can we comment after we learn the facts then?
No, your comments are now.
Okay, is there some?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I am commenting on millings that have been stated that were being purchased specifically for Canada Road. Maybe that's not what we're discussing today, but that was relayed that there were millings being purchased for that reason. So I guess I was curious why we're having that conversation today. In addition, if there are other facts and other plans, why have that not been discussed in the meeting before we get here today to a special meeting? I guess why are we having a special meeting when this probably should, and again, it's my understanding that these millings have already been negotiated and purchased. And do we know what type of millings we're purchasing? Like, do you have the details on the quality of the millings? And but it sounds to me like you have information that we're unaware of, and so maybe we can clarify that today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Randy, I forgot one question. Has anybody told you the scattering of the millings?
Pardon me?
Why are we entertaining this again? Your time for comment is over. We need to
Has
move forward
anybody,
with our
has
meeting.
anybody told you that there's slag in those millings? And all product of metal production in the main line? Has anybody mentioned anything about that?
They came from Interstate 64.
I was told the main line on Interstate 64 has this in it. The shoulders do not have. Of course, when you buy millings, you have to take all of it. And I was told it won't compact very good. Now, what a disaster it would be to go through all this and put millings down, and then you have a washboardy road to drive on for, telling that on. Now, I don't know that I was told that by somebody that knows. I mean, I just wanted anybody to mention that.
No. No?
That needs to be checked out probably.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I don't know a lot of this, and let me share with the group a little bit, because I think there's a lot of information that's not been, and maybe you'll agree with it, maybe you won't agree with it. Interstate millings, just as a statement here, is a better quality of asphalt simply because it's on an interstate. It's a lot more traffic, so the quality of the asphalt, the rock that's used, is better than what you get on a lot of, say, a county road or something to this nature. The millings we found became available Tuesday morning. The millings were going to be started Wednesday. So there was not an opportunity to have a 48-hour notice and have a meeting. The milling cost is $180 delivered per ton. Tonnage on the trucks will vary some because they don't weigh them. But if it's 20 tons on a truck, it's $9 per ton for the material. Molzer's rock price delivered to Clark County, the lowest stone, is slightly less than $22 a ton. The more premium stone is, I believe, $28 a ton. So it is a significant savings to the county when we can secure these millings. They do not grind 64 on a regular basis. This is something that occurs maybe every 10, 15, 20 years. I'm not sure how often the state does that, but that's what happens, and that's when they're generated. It simply is a first come, first served basis. This was an opportunity that we found out at the last minute was available to allow us to do some things within the county for less money and get us farther along with quality roads. And that's the only action that we took. We've had numerous others that have reached out in an attempt to purchase them from us since we got them, because they are quality millings. We felt like being good servants to the community that purchasing these makes sense. So that's what we did. That's what we're here to do today. Now, you're targeting Canada Road. We had a meeting with Steve, and he provided us a list of roads to consider for 2026. We had been through that entire list with 2 roads remaining, Canada and Liberty. Those are the 2 roads remaining. Canada will actually, once it gets hard surfaced, will be a connecting road from Highway 37 to Highway 145. That's why we determined, and we have sufficient millings to place them on that road and turn it into a quality or a better quality road. That's why that was picked. One of the nuances with these type of materials, you need to have some heat. This is why we turned around and notified Steve. I called him on Tuesday morning and said, we got them, we need to get them down because we need to. That's why I wanted to give him the maximum heads up, because I just found out minutes before I called him, this is what we've been able to secure. That's why we did it. First thing I've heard of today is that the county cannot get the road in condition. That should have been something that he told us long before then. If everyone we bid this year, not along with our stone, we asked different contractors for bidding an hourly rate for our potential use, because some of these things we're struggling with getting them completed. We have trucks, we have some people bid supervision, all kinds of things we took bids on and accepted them. In situations such as this, we reach out, or should be reaching out, to contractors to help us if that's a necessary item for us to do. So again, we can address it now that we're made aware of it. We need to approve the millings that we purchased, and then the next step we're going to do is we're going to advertise them to have someone place them. What we have to do is get it in the paper. We have to have a window of time between the advertisement and then when we can accept them. Again, we're going from now into where the weather will start getting cooler. That is the reason we are having a special meeting, so that we can get them placed and compacted and they perform as we expect them to. That's the reason we're having the meeting. And according to Indiana code, we're well within our rights with how we handle this. So Steve, please, we're not going to get into a deep debate on this. This is a meeting for the commissioners to make these decisions.
I'm acting superintendent. I have a question about this project. First of all, you said something that wasn't correct there. When I had Canada Road and Liberty Road put on the list is after I got 2 text messages from Mrs. Duminsky saying I want Canada Road.
That is not
And
true.
Yes,
I got the
it
text messages,
You know,
lady.
first
I
of
can
all,
show 'em to you.
this is
Let's-
not for you to tell us. We're here to do what's on our agenda.
Well, I
I
was
think we
told
don't
need to
by
stray
you
from that.
twice that
This
you
is
wanted
not
on the
the
road.
place.
So I came to the executive session meeting And I said, maybe we could do a mile on there. Did I not say that? Maybe we could do a
You gave a
mile.
price per mile, which was 161,000.
Yeah, it's higher now, but anyway, I said we could do a mile this year and a mile next year. And Randy, you said we want to do a whole road at a time. So if you're gonna-
Exactly,
if you're
but
gonna-
again, Steve, I don't
saying-
want to, this is not the time for this here. We have sat down, that was a list of roads. You should have said to us that you're being forced into inclusion of these roads
Oh, you
because this is.
didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that that was,
Oh.
that was the only reason that you included them in the list of roads you presented to us. Not because it had merit. And then I've got emails where we've discussed the Canada Road back and forth.
Say things here, try to get it right, because I'm not gonna listen to anything about me.
First of all, I don't have a residence on Canada Road.
So,
It's connecting. I don't live on Canada Road. Would I love to have Canada Road paved?
Canada Road,
I'm sorry, what?
you own property on Canada Road.
What does that matter? The property I own on Canada Road is on C.
Raise the value of your
Okay,
property.
one question
according
for
to
you.
law.
Is your road paved, Steve?
Pardon?
Do you have a paved road?
I live on Highway 70, I don't live on a county road.
It was paved while you were in office. Does Marilyn live on a paved road?
She does now.
Does the previous commissioner that sat in this seat live on a paved road?
I don't.
Yes,
Which one did we talk about?
Randy Cleaving. His road that he lives on, his residence was paved.
That was paved before he was commissioner.
Okay, I'm saying, I live on Blue Ridge Road. Yes, I take my kids to school on Canada Road.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Lots of people take their kids to school on Canada Road. The bus drives on Canada Road. People that work and live in Perry and Spencer County use Canada Road as a cut through. They come off 37 to take 145 to go to work, the best chairs, Master Brand. It's used on a daily basis. Your merit of blaming this on me is only your personal reasons, and that's not fair for the residents.
It's a personal reason for all
It's
that
not
you have
fair
done
for the
to me
residents.
over since you got to be a commissioner.
That's
Yeah.
because I feel that your
You've done
performance is not
everything.
where it should be. I'm sorry.
No. How could it be? No matter what I do, it ain't gonna suit you. Before you was commissioner, I never had a problem with any, Randy, we never had a problem before then.
I think this.
There's no use in.
We need to get back.
We need to get back to our discussion.
Okay.
I've just had it with it.
We're gonna lie, you need to lie better.
Thank you.
So with that said, I would entertain a motion. We have a proposal from E&B Paving for these millings at $180 a load. And I don't know exactly how many loads because they thought in the range of 300, which would be in the neighborhood of 6,000 tons. So they have a proposal. It's substantially cheaper than any other material we can buy. So
Do you know how far that will go, Randy?
we're looking at, I think, again, probably about 3 miles to 3.5, and it varies based upon
Condition of the roads.
that and the width of the road.
Okay.
So that's the kind of and we're just needing to get them down. The intention is after these are placed, that we will put some kind of a seal coat on top of them so that water doesn't penetrate through the winter. So that'll be going out too. So, but I'd entertain a motion to accept the E&B proposal.
I make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The second item that we have on our agenda is approval of the advertisement for bids to place these millings on the road. And the requirement is that they truck them, compact them up to, we have a complete specification out. And do them in a period of time here. It's a short window, so we still have warm weather, so.
I make a motion to approve the bid.
What is the bid on that?
It's going to be, I think it's the 4th of September is when we're looking to open them. But it's for the, they'll have to, from the site where they're currently stored, they will have to load them, truck them, lay them with a paver, compact them to 95% dry density or better. And,
Seal,
and then we will actually have the cars drive on them for a while. Then we'll have the surface will be broomed, get rid of any loose material, and then we'll put a seal coat of asphalt on top of them, like a chip and seal types, so we shut out all the moisture from coming through the road. And that road should be substantially improved.
and these will go where?
Pardon me?
Where? Location.
It's Canada Road. It's from 145 to, I can't remember the road out there, but it's asphalt. It's asphalt to asphalt. And it'll then connect from,
It's on
it'll,
both ends is
yeah,
asphalt.
it'll come from Apollonia through to, it'll make a asphalt road from Apollonia Road all the way through to 145.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So I need to know the timing of this meeting for the opening so I can advertise that in the bids.
That's in the, okay. With that said, that's all
I
the
wanna
business we
send it
have
today.
today.
I need to send it.
So I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Randy, before you adjourn, I did reach out to our contractors, CNR, and they are busy. You know, here's paving season, so they didn't have time to help us.
Yeah.
I did reach out to them.
Well, we'll get the others on the list and we'll see what we can shake loose. I don't know who's out there, but if you're short-staffed, you can't do it, we just need to find somebody.
We're very short staffed.
So we'll see what's out there. So,
I make a
Okay,
motion to
motion.
adjourn.
I second that.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.